How did Lovingv Virginia impact the civil rights movement? Let's take a moment to reflect on a landmark case that changed the course of American history. How did Lovingv Virginia impact the civil rights movement? This case is a fascinating intersection of love, law, and the fight for equality during the 1960s. In 1958, Richard Loving, a white man, and Mildred Loving, a woman of color, married in Washington, D.C. Virginia law made it illegal for them to marry in their home state. When they returned to Virginia, they faced arrest for violating the state's anti-miscegenation law. This law prohibited marriage between individuals of different races. The Lovings were given a harsh choice: leave Virginia for 25 years or face imprisonment. Their determination to live as a married couple led them to challenge the law, ultimately taking their case to the United States Supreme Court. In 1967, the court ruled unanimously that laws banning interracial marriage were unconstitutional. This decision violated the due process and equal protection clauses of the 14th Amendment. So, how did this ruling impact the civil rights movement? At that time, the movement was focused on desegregating schools, securing voting rights, and ending discrimination in public spaces. Lovingv Virginia addressed a deeply personal issue: the right to marry whom you love, regardless of race. It highlighted that civil rights were not just about public spaces but also about personal happiness and relationships. The ruling was a significant victory for civil rights. It invalidated laws in 16 states that still prohibited interracial marriage. This sent a clear message that the government could not interfere with the most intimate aspects of people's lives. For many Americans, especially young people involved in the 1960s counterculture, this decision symbolized the power of love to overcome prejudice and outdated traditions. Looking back at the 1960s, Lovingv Virginia reminds us of a time when people challenged the status quo, not just in protests but also in courtrooms and their own homes. The case is often seen as a turning point, reinforcing the idea that love and marriage should be free from government interference. In practical terms, this decision allowed interracial couples to marry and live openly across the country. It also set a precedent for future arguments regarding marriage equality for same-sex couples. This shows how the principles of the civil rights movement could be applied to new challenges. For those who lived through the 1960s or reflected on that era with nostalgia, Lovingv Virginia serves as a reminder of how love and justice can come together to create change. It is a story that continues to inspire people today, especially those who believe in standing up for what is right.